This is Janette, and we're at our house today on Thanksgiving. We've just finished our dinner, and a very enjoyable one. We had Jimmy's parents over as well as Dot and Daddy, and enjoyed the day very much. We have sent you a letter. We wrote one and sent it to you very late, Patricia. And I think you saw the reasons that I was late. We had a child with scarlet fever, and I'm hoping that everyone will be well from now until at least the first of the year and when we get moved. But we are planning to move, and our new address in Austin will be 6600 Haney Drive, and you spell that Haney. We like the house a whole lot. It's not as big as the one we have, but it doesn't cost as much as the one we have. It has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths and a den and a very small covered patio. It has a huge backyard and all fenced, and it is all carpeted, carpet grass. The living room is carpeted, but I don't know how good the carpet is. The lady that is there now had her carpet over it, but she said it was only because she wanted the green. Her couch was the exact color of the carpet and it wouldn't have shown. So she did buy the green carpet. I'm having to talk against the TV in the background with PT 109 going on, and 3 little girls here that are trying to help me run the tape recorder. But I'm hoping that the conversation will be intelligent at least. We are anticipating our move and excited about it. We think we'll enjoy it in Austin. Austin is a very nice little town. I'm planning to take, I don't know whether it'll be 13 or 16 hours beginning next term. I think I'll probably end up taking the 13 because getting into a brand new house and having drapes and all the things that need to be done in a new house, I'll have my hands full, and since I hope I can go after a master's degree, I want to be sure I get A's and B's in my majors. We are going to have Christmas in our house here, but since the people will move out on the 28th, we are going to start moving things daily as Jimmy goes to work and take a car full. And probably right after Christmas, our furniture will begin going, and we might be ending up with sleeping on bare floors the night before we really get out of this house, because I told Jimmy I'd rather sleep on the bare floor and have my refrigerator and my clothes washer and dryer here. Those 3 things I must have, whether I have a bed to sleep on or not. Since the government isn't going to move us, and we do have to have all the finances we can to put me through college, we are saving as much as we can. And I am pretty sure that I'll be able to go all the way through with the finances that we have. Every 2 seconds I have to tell Sandy to go blow her nose, or Sharon, because they both have colds right now. This is quite something to have to run this tape with all this distraction behind me, and Pam pulling on the wire here. As you know, we did get a new microphone, and it works a little differently than our other one. It's a little hard to work with this machine, but nevertheless we're doing all right. This is our first hack at it anyway. Jimmy and I hope we can get us a tape recorder as soon as we get up to Austin, because we can keep more in touch, and that way we can mail the tapes to Kansas from our house and also to Dot and Daddy. At least we can all share in our tapes as we have in the past. Everyone at work was real surprised when I told them I was going to quit. They didn't believe it, but we have talked it over, and we have figured, and I have around $4,500 in the retirement that I'm taking out, and I will be able to pay it back at my leisure any time from now until the time I'm 62 or 65 when I retire. And if I never went back for the government and I paid the money back that I'm now taking out, then I would still get about $115 a month from the government. So I think it's all right, and I know I would get more interest taking it out and putting it in the bank now than leaving it in at about 3.5% that the government pays on our retirement from now until whenever I would pay it back. The girls are getting ready to go to bed, and before they do, because Tricia asked on her tape, they want to sing something to their cousins, and they certainly did appreciate the Thanksgiving songs and the other nice little specialties from Chris and Terry and Kevin and Scott. They certainly enjoyed it, and we did too, and it certainly is entertaining. We do like to hear it, and they do help fill up the tape for those of us that are short-winded. The girls want to sing some songs for you, and the first one's going to be My Wild Irish Rose. I'm sure all of you remember that from our girlhood days, singing in the car trips that we took when we were little girls. Okay.
My wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows, and they search everywhere, but none can compare with my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the flower that grows.
And someday,
For my sake,
she may let me
take my wild Irish rose.
I'm sure you enjoyed the coming in of Pam. She doesn't know the words yet, but you can see the tune is on its way. Since Christmas is so close, the girls want to sing Jingle Bells too. And Sandy and Pam can sing a little bit of Jingle Bells. The first two words. Jingle Bells, not Jingle Girls. Okay.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells away. Jingle bells, I would travel to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Dashing through the snow.
O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way.
Making spirits We had to temporarily interrupt that song as you heard all the commotion going on. Oh. Well, Pam still wants to sing it, but anyway, she was interrupted. Somebody pinched her on the leg here. She didn't like that. Okay, you want to sing Jingle Girl?
Jingle Girl. Jingle Girl.
Pam looks like Santa Claus today. She hurt her nose and it's all red. She thinks that's nice. She can hardly wait for Claus. She has never been afraid either. The girls are looking forward to Christmas, and I think they probably want to talk just a minute.
This is Sharon, and I wanted to tell you that I appreciated the songs everybody sang, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas.
And this is Pam.
This is Pam.
And I'm getting into trouble all the time. She certainly does get into trouble. She gets into her share of it. She's a sweetie, but the other day she got into my aspirin and just got one down her, and we got most of it out of her, so we didn't have to have her stomach pumped. And that very same day, Sharon had a friend over, and she had a pill. Since she still wets the bed, she had a pill to take for wetting the bed, and since she forgot to take it that night, well, Pam took it the next morning. And no, it didn't help a bit. She's still wet. When she goes to the bathroom, she thinks she needs to change. She's got a dress on. She changed pants, socks, dress, everything. Okay, you talk, Pam.
Hello.
Tell me you're being a fine girl.
Hello.
Now Sandy wants to talk. Just a minute.
This is Santa. I want a vanity set for Christmas. And a doll. And creepy crawlers. And people. People.
About the names for Christmas, Dot and I tried to, through elimination, discover what everyone had picked. And we came up with this. Tricia was Daddy and me. Carolyn with Dot and Diane. Diane has Mel and Patricia. We have Bob and John. And Dot has Carolyn and Jimmy. I hope we haven't duplicated any, because that's how we're planning on sending our presents this year. If anyone has one that we are planning on giving Bob and John and Carolyn and Jimmy, let us know quickly before we mail them. We haven't had any real excitement here either.
No!
The girls are going to school. Sandy enjoys school, being in the first grade. She especially enjoys not having to take a nap in the afternoon and having school all day. But they didn't go into dancing this year because we were pretty sure we were going to move, and we knew that dancing wouldn't last very long. So as soon as we get to Austin, they will go into dancing. Sharon is doing real well in school, and she likes it too. She's going to miss some of her friends, but she can make new ones up in Austin. We're going to lease our house here in San Antonio. We'll probably put it up on the market in several days. And if it can pay the house payment and the upkeep that it will need, we will be at least a little bit ahead, better than selling it if we plan to come back, which we are. We'll be up in Austin probably 3 years if I get a master's. And I'm hoping to do a little bit of work in summer school to help get out a little sooner, but if I don't carry a full load this semester, it'll be a little bit longer. But I'm afraid to take on too much when I'm not organized yet in the new house, or I haven't gotten myself organized into studying in 4 years. I think I wrote Patricia most of the news that I had gotten at the university when I was up there on the 10th. But they did pull 3 surprises that I didn't expect. Of course, I lost a few hours, but it was about what I expected. But I do have to take 2 years of language, which will be Spanish. And I do have to take my second half of college chemistry, which I didn't expect to do. The only reason for that is because at San Antonio College, biology and chemistry are 4 hours apiece, and I knew you needed 12 hours of science. But at the university, they're only 3-hour courses. Therefore, I only have 9 hours instead of 12. So I have to finish my second half of chemistry when I took the first half 10 years ago, and I remember only that H2O is water. So I will wait to take that so that I can bone up on the first half. Second half is qualitative analysis, which isn't as bad as the first half, but you do have to remember your formulas and so forth that I learned and have since forgotten. And the last thing, surprise, was my college math that I took. I took algebra, but I need another math course, and I'll have to wait till I get up there, and it will be several semesters away before I take it. I want to get a lot of my education speech courses behind me because I do have so much of that ahead of me. And a lot of the speech courses are science courses in that we have to study so much of the ear, the inner ear, the speaking organisms and so forth. So even though there are speech courses, there's quite a lot of science there, but I do like science and I think I'll do all right in it. Dot and Daddy have to leave now, and I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. We probably won't have another tape that will go around all the rest of the homes before Christmas, so I do want to wish the best of everything to all of you. And my children are getting cross, and I have to put them to bed too. Pam insists on seeing Santa Claus tonight, so I'll have to talk her out of that.
Well, we're back home now, and we had a real nice dinner over at Janette's, and all the kids are having fun and so forth, and anyway, we come back home to take care of the dog. We just got moved in here a couple days ago, and the address here is 137 Armour, A-R-M-O-U-R, Place. It's right next door west of our apartment house, and it does have 2 good-sized bedrooms and a bath, and a dining room, and a good-sized living room, and a good big kitchen with a little dining space in the kitchen, and a big screened-in back porch. So, and then it has a double garage with a little storage space back here, and there's just a fence between this and our apartment house. This morning, we didn't get up too early, but anyway, DC and I, well, he was raking up leaves and filling every box that we had empty from moving and putting those out for the garbage man, and I cut limbs off of a bunch of trees. One magnolia tree here, there was a few limbs growing into one of our sheds over in our building, and I cut several off it, and then there was a few others, and then there's a whole bunch of ivy growing on a fence here, and I cut a pile of that down, so we worked on that till about 2 o'clock this afternoon, or 1:30. I just come in time to listen to the Texas Aggie football game and watched Oklahoma and Nebraska on television. This house, especially the front yard, is kind of funny. It has one enormous tree. I think it's a spruce, or at least it's an evergreen. It's a pretty tree, but it just takes up the whole front yard, and I mean the whole front yard. It's kind of a nice thing. You just walk out under the branches of it, and we have one over on the far end of in front of our apartment house, similar to this. It's the same kind, but instead of ours over there having one straight up top in it to make it look pretty, it has 3 tops in it, so it isn't as pretty as this one, but there's 6 or 8 across the street from us, but these are enormous trees. This darn thing is about 2 feet in diameter at the base, and anyway, just a big pretty tree. I see this tape is running out pretty well. Janette had made most of it over there, but Dot wants to get it sent on the way to Patricia, so anyway, as soon as it stops, why, I'm through. I think Dot's going to make another one tomorrow or sometime in the future, Patricia, and send it on. We're also sending your other one to Diane, and I'll mail both of these tomorrow morning when I go to work. I see it's just about through. There isn't much to say. I like this real estate business. A lot of the deals that you think you have made don't go through for some reason or another, so it isn't awful easy, but I do like it, and there's a chance of making some money in it, and you can do the way you want to, but really I work fairly hard at it. And I'll learn more about it as I go along, and we haven't missed any meals yet at all. It's nice we got this apartment house too on the side though, and all of them are full.